matches here on day 2 of competition. And we've got a women's singles, and it features the Asian champion, in fact the 2-time Asian champion, Wang Zhi Yi, the number 2 seed, up against Wen Chi Hsu of Chinese Taipei. Well, this, of course, is the bottom quarter of the draw because it features the number 2 seed. Gao Fengji, she's already through, and so is Yao Xiaomin. They are coming through their matches, with Gao Fengji needing 3 games to beat Scotland's Kirsty Gilmore. So here come the players, led out by the player from Chinese Taipei, Wen Chi. There she is, 27-year-old from Taipei. A welcome return to the World Tour for Wen Chi, because she hasn't played for 4 months. Her last tournament prior to this was her home event, the Taipei Open, which was a Super 300 event on the HSBC BWF World Tour. This, of course, is a 1,000 event, the highest tier of tournament. So this, as you can see, is a 4th meeting between these 2 players. And Wang Zhi Yi, the Asian champion, has won all 3 previous occasions, and in fact she won all 3 in 2 straight games. So Wen Chi is going to have to up her game from the last time they met, which was way back in 2022 in the first round of the Japan Open. 21-18, 23-21 in 48 minutes. It was in Japan. Close enough for her to believe that today could be the day when she records her first ever victory over her opponent. As I was telling you, 27 years of age. She's actually 29 on the world ranking, went up 1 place on the world rankings published yesterday, has been as high as 16, a total of 6 weeks across 4 different spells. And as far as she's concerned, well, she won 1 title last year. That was in Kaohsiung. That was a Super 100 event. The 100 events are not actually part of the HSBC BWF World Tour, although they're qualifying events for the World Tour finals. Wang Zhi Yi is 24 years of age, from Shaanxi in Hubei province in central China. 171 equates to 5'7", and she's enjoying her 8th consecutive week at her career high of number 2. She was a semi-finalist at this event, Wang Zhi Yi, in 2022, when she lost out to the eventual champion, R32. She was a quarter-finalist 2 years ago and lost in the 2nd round last year. So sadly for Wang Zhi Yi, her results are going in a downward direction at this particular event. I'm sure with her new status as world number 2, that she will try and put that right this year. So our court officials from Malaysia and Spain. And as far as Wang Zhi Yi is concerned, well, she had the best year of her life last year, as far as badminton is concerned, because she was in 7 finals from 18 tournaments played, winning 6 titles from those 7 finals, including the World Tour Finals title, where she beat her teammate Han Yue. Had to actually come back from a game and 16-19 down in the final of those World Tour Finals in Hangzhou.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the right, Wen Chi Hsu, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Wang Zhi Yi, China. Wang Zhi Yi to serve. Level. Play.
So it is the number 2 seed, the reigning and 2-time Asian champion, Wang Zhi Yi, far side of the courts against Wen Chi in this women's singles first round encounter. I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that Steen Pedersen is sitting alongside me as always. Steen, have you got any inside scoop as to why Wen Chi took a break after the Taipei Open last year? Was it injury problems or disappointments at not qualifying for the Olympics?
I simply don't know. My feeling is that it was injury problems, but I'm not totally certain.
Yes, that would make sense because she does love to play an awful lot of tournaments. Yeah. Last year, 33 ranking tournaments. I say last year, that of course I mean is 2023. I've momentarily forgotten that we're in 2025 already. Mere 18 tournaments last year for Wen Chi. But she's a hard worker on court, isn't she, Steve?
She is.
A good runner. That's a good rally. Yeah. Just outmaneuvered in the end.
That's the problem for Hsu, that she plays really nice moves, well, good technical skills, but she's not that dangerous. She's got difficulties scoring her own points against them. Very top-ranked players, the way I see it.
So not many winning shots. It's interesting, though. I think that Wen Chi, coming out of the COVID situation, she played 5 tournaments in 2021, reached 5 finals, winning 4 titles, international series events and international challenger events. Followed it up a year later. Oof, that was a missed opportunity. In 2022, 6 finals and 5 titles, and again playing the international series and international challenger events. And it wasn't really until 2023 when she started to play some of the World Tour events. So I felt her development pathway of doing well and winning on the international challenger circuit was a good way to come into the World Tour, but I think she's found it quite a big step upwards in standard.
Yeah, that's what a number of players experience, that first goal is to get into top 32, which assures you the chance of playing Super 750 and Super Thousands, but the last step might take quite a bit longer than the first ones to get to that level.
Now she's already played a couple of punch-clear winners. Wang Zhi Yi down the forehand side of her opponent. That was another beauty. Well, considering she was love 3 down, this is obviously 8 straight points.
You mentioned all of Wang Zhi Yi's great results. I rate her as one of the 2 best players in the world at the moment, together with An Se-young.
That's reflected by her ranking, yeah.
Yeah. Saw a little bit of An Se-young yesterday, and she wasn't moving just as freely as it seems like Wang Zhi Yi does here. So even though she's kind of strapping on the left knee, Wang. So perhaps the tournament favorite.
Oh, that's been pushed long. So 11 straight points and an 11-3 advantage to the number 2 seed from China, Wang Zhi Yi, here at the mid-game interval of the opening game. So 11 straight points from Wang Zhi Yi to get to the mid-game interval. And Wen Chi, first and foremost, needs to break this run of points. And that'll do. Oh, well, I was going to say that will do very nicely. There's a challenge here from Wang Zhi Yi. Plum on the line.
That was a nice shot.
One challenge remaining. Service over. 4-11. Play.
Just wide. It's interesting, isn't it, Steen? Just picking up on the comment you made before the mid-game interval that you think that Wang Zhi Yi is one of the best 2 players in the world at the moment in women's singles discipline. That's a nice shot. Because prior to last year, you had to go back to 2022 for the last time she won a title, which was her first Asian Championship gold medal. And all of a sudden, after the Olympics, where she's seen as the top-rated player because Chen Yufei's taken a sabbatical from badminton, done some studying in Australia, and she's really risen to the challenge. Some players would find it intimidating, having the responsibility, but she's blossomed with it.
Yeah, she has, and I mean, she's always had excellent technical skills. Perhaps been a little bit to the weaker side physically previously. I don't think that's the case anymore. She's not sort of like a bully in terms of physical appearance, but she's strong enough now.
Yeah.
And as you say, the retirement of He Bingjiao, the struggles for Marin, Akane Yamaguchi, the ones that we knew as the contenders previously, they're struggling at the moment. she's taking the opportunity.
Yeah, an awful lot of sport is about grasping the opportunities when they arise, because opportunities tend to be a little fleeting. They don't come around that often. But make the most of it when you can.
Also, the motivation is high as well when you feel that you getting a payout on all the hard work you put into it and win matches.
Yeah.
Becoming motivated.
14. Service over 15-6. Service over 7-15.
Oh, that's well judged.
8-15. Service over 60.
Nothing wrong with the idea there.
No, but again, it's a shot where you can't really afford to make mistakes there. She wasn't under severe pressure, and it's never a shot that's going to win her any points.
It's difficult, though, for a player. I mean, this is the fourth meeting between these two players. She's never won a game, Wen Chi, and she must feel in her own mind, I've got to do something better. I've got to hit the lines more, or, you know, and that one out the side before, that last one out the side.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the psychological pressure that she's imposing herself, telling herself she's got to do better than before.
Yeah. And also having that break for 4 months. What has that done to the self-confidence? You can see there's some strapping on her right knee there. Or is it the thigh? Maybe it's the thigh, actually. So we don't know exactly how much she's been able to practice. And when you want to try and beat someone for the first time, you've got to have something that you feel that, okay, I can do better in this area than I've done before.
Yeah. Well, one has to say that Wang Zhi Yi has played quite brilliantly so far in this opening game. And a whole host of game point opportunities.
Service over 9-20.
So opening game, 21-9. And Wang Zhi Yi looking full of confidence at the moment. Only 14 minutes for that opening game.
在送高球，尤其送高球前给他太多时间，懂吗？好，重复球少打，都以调动为主。对，敢跟他去，跟他跑的情况下，你变回球给他，他太多的球，拍你会变得越来越不舒服，懂吗？好。
Got 20 seconds. Got 20 seconds. Second game, Love play.
So the number 2 seed from China, Wang Zhi Yi, 1 game to the good. 21-9 that opening game. Oh, that's an ominous start, isn't it, to the second game. Wen Chi of Chinese Taipei. First and foremost, has got to cut out some of her errors. Well, Wen Chi actually raced to a 3-love lead in the opening game before then promptly losing 11 straight points. I wonder if the same thing will happen here. I hope for her sake it's not a replica, because it would be awfully difficult to come back from a game and way down. Oh, that's gone wide. Well, we are on track for a repeat.
Yeah.
3-love lead to Wen Chi.
And if the drift is like it was yesterday, then she's now playing with the drift, Wen Chi, and perhaps that could help her a little bit. Sometimes it's opposite in women's singles compared to men's singles. Men's singles, you most of the times likes to play up against the drift to be able to control the shots, but here perhaps she could get a little bit of help in her attacking shots and hope that by putting pressure on Wang Zhi Yi, she will prevent the Chinese from getting the correct length on her shots, and that she plays a little bit too short.
Missed it.
Service over, 1-4.
Yes, if people haven't been with our colleagues earlier on today, perhaps we ought to explain the drift, Steve.
Yeah, it seems like if it's consistent with yesterday, then Wen Chi is playing with the drift. The shuttle flies a little bit faster when she hits it.
2-4.
And of course the opposite for Wang Zhi Yi. There might be some slight sideways drift, but it's been very unpredictable. So I'd rather not make a judgment on that.
No, because before we started calling matches yesterday, I said to you I thought there was a right to left drift in the arena, and then when we actually started calling matches, I thought it was left to right.
Yeah, we saw some, especially clears and lifts, straight lifts from the left-hand side, and it looked like they were coming back in.
Yeah.
Good interception.
I like that little block from Wen Chi. Not that one so much, obviously. Well, there was a nice little disguise block. There,
yeah,
it was. There it was. Yeah, I like that.
A little disadvantage in terms of reach compared to Wang Zhi Yi. How tall was she?
Wen Chi is 163, just over 5'4", whereas Wang Zhi Yi is 5'7".
So 10 centimeters at least.
Service over, 5-all. Six, 5.
You can see she is playing a little bit short, Wang Zhi Yi. That's a good one.
Didn't stay with the shot, did she?
No.
Seemed to sort of panic and take her racket away from that attempted net shot. Watch her racket head as she plays this. Oh, it's sort of like, oh.
It looked like she wanted to slice it a little bit.
Yeah. Nice.
7-6.
Well, definitely a better start to this second game by Wen Chi.
And I think in general, Wang Zhi Yi is in fact playing a little bit too short. She's got delicate technical skills, the Chinese, but here she's got to give it a little bit extra power. Playing up against the drift. Nice slice smash there from the Chinese.
Thank you. Service over, 8-7.
Oh, there's that clear down the forehand side once again.
9-7.
To Wen Chi, which she dealt with it well that time. Here it comes. Yeah.
Intercepted.
Not quite high enough from Wang Zhi Yi. I think the idea was good because our opponent was off balance once again in that deep forehand corner.
Service over, 8-9.
She's working hard. Wen Chi, and I think Wang Zhi Yi is about to get her aim right. She had good length in this rally here. Look where Hsu's feet are when she's at the back court. If at least one foot is in between the tram lines, then the length is right from Wang Zhi Yi. If she has both feet in front of the tram line, then it's too short from the top seed.
Oh, that's a super
No,
shot.
she's not the top seed. She's
No,
number two.
two-seater. So it is the Asian champion and number 2 seed who goes to the mid-game interval with the advantage, a 2-point advantage for the number 2 seed here in the second game, having already won the first, 21-9. So time is running out for Wen Chi of Chinese Taipei, far side of the court, because she's a game down, and that's a beauty from Wang Zhi Yi.
Yeah, that was 5 straight points.
Yeah.
And that means she's settling in on this near side here. Wang, good length on that one.
13-9.
Well, I said time was running out. It's running out very quickly now, as far as Wen Chi is concerned. Nine straight points. Straight points.
17-9.
It's a very nice first match when you're the second seed. You want to be certain of getting through without too much effort, but you also want to be tested so you get used to the playing conditions.
Absolutely. But it's also very tough for a player that's been out for 4 months.
Yeah.
You know, your first match back in international competition, and you're playing against the world number 2, who's playing extremely well at the moment.
18-9.
Good play.
Yeah, that's nice.
Took it early. In the backhand corner to Wen Chi.
And that's the sort of shot, isn't it, Steen? You know, when you're not match fit, it's the touch shots where you get used to putting the exact right amount of pace on a shot.
Yeah.
That's what's lacking, isn't it? That's what's so difficult when you try and come back from injury. So match point opportunities for the current world #2, Wang Zhi Yi. Already 32 minutes into the match. Second time of asking for the #2 seed, Wang Zhi Yi. And big smiles from her because that was a perfect opening match as far as she was concerned. As Steve was saying, not too exerting physically, but enough to get herself sharpened up and ready for tougher tests to come. So 21-9, 21-13 in a match lasting just shy of 33 minutes. Welcome back to the Axiata Arena here in the Malaysian capital of Kuala Lumpur. Been the venue for the Malaysian Open for many years now. And we stay with women's singles, and we've got home interest here in Go Jin Wei, and she's up against the left-handed